I wonder where we should begin today. And do you have an idea? What? Okay. It's quite simple and straightforward. As far as the basic three trainings are concerned, that we have Shila, training of Shila, discipline, and training of Samadhi, or training of meditation, and this time it is the next starting point, which is training on Prajna. Unlike the Mahayana principle of Prajna, at this point we are getting at the level of basic Prajna, how we could actually employ such situation. And that requires a certain sense of understanding in a person's mind, is that Hinayana is, generally speaking, that people find easy and straightforward to latch in to the path of Dharma. So therefore they don't have to change their attitude or state of mind in particular order, particular form. And it is just simply sliding into, so to speak. And the general concept here is that you are not really practicing religion, or cult for that matter, of any kind, but it's just simply being in touch with the natural sense of faculty that we have, and sliding that in a somewhat Buddhist style of experiences, and not necessarily ism, but just way of the Buddha is well. So Prajna is being that transformed into one's state of mind into a further cognitive comprehension of things as they are. Tibetan word for prajna is shirap, which means she means knowledge, knowing, understanding, rap meaning best or supreme. supreme understanding. Same as pra means further or greater. Jnana, which means wisdom. The training on the Prajna is one basic state of departing oneself from a greater world, as it were. I said as it were because it means that it is actually doing that sort of transcendental-like concept, but simply as it were, as if one's vision is expanded, greater depth, and greater possibility. So this general intelligence level of workability of one's basic state of being. Which allows some sense of a discrimination. Not necessarily discrimination as to what is good for you, what is bad for you, but it is like if there's a plate of meal in front of you, which one should take first in one's mouth? Should we begin with the potato chips, or shall we begin with the meat dish, or matzah? So when one begins to choose such first choice, that doesn't particularly become rejecting the rest of it, but how one would learn with the one's appetite. And what is the easiest thing for you to handle such a situation on the spot? So we could quite naively say that it is a virtuous action to connect oneself to wholesome situations, a wholesome mentality or wholesome involvement. At that point, you could say quite possibly, your guess is as good as mine. We just have, as long as we are open to the situation, the prajna state, then we begin to choose the right thing at the right time, and we don't fall into something else. And that actually helps you to sort out unworkability situations makes unworkability situation into workable situation. The right thing, meaning opposed to the wrong thing, that is, you are traveling in this open path without any drastic ambush, unexpected ambush of all kinds on your path, which then wakes you up further and make yourself more open and fascinating in the right sense, but not in the fascination in the sense of one's intrigue and greedy, wanted to make oneself comfortable, but fascinating in a sense of as if you are in the Disneyland. And at that point, one's vision begins to expand, with not, of course, not with struggle, or you ought to expand your vision, but natural sense of connectedness with world around you. Having this notion of a share-up, one begin to also experience that teachings of the Buddha doesn't become a monolithic or overwhelming anymore. It just becomes a natural sense of as if the Buddha is talking in your brain. I think that's it, pretty much. If you have questions, please go ahead.
Rinpoche, I have a whole list of questions.
I'm sure you do.
But before we get into them, I think it would not be out of place if the whole Sangha would join me in thanking you for this, for the mandala here with you as the center, and thanking the participants of this mandala at the same time for this wonderful, inspirational situation which has been organized. Thank you very much, sir.
Mm-hmm. Young lady in orange.
Thank you. Sir, could you say more about Buddha talking in your brain?
I think it might happen to you. So we don't have to put Buddha in a pigeonhole.
I'm not sure I understand.
Putting Buddha in the pigeonhole? Maybe he's too big.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.